Hey everyone. Today we're actually going to be looking at, a bunch of vintage Matchbox. Man, I've been just on a Matchbox craze lately. I've just been going crazy buying so much Matchbox. Probably should slow it down, but actually I almost bought a big collection of Matchbox the other day. I kind of wish I did, but I didn't. It was I think it was like 60 Matchbox premiums. They were all super fast and Premier Series, and I probably should have done it, but I just couldn't justify spending that kind of money because I mean it wasn't cheap. I don't want to say how much, but it wasn't cheap. But we got a couple of things, well, quite a few things actually we're gonna look at. Some from a little bit of collection, and then some other random pieces I picked up from a toy show. A couple of 5-packs that I've been holding on to for a little while, and yeah. We'll get right into it because I try not to make these videos too crazy long like they've been in the past, because I know I've been going a little bit nuts with some of the videos. Let's see here. What shall we look at? Get this out of the way. So we got a bunch of stuff, man. I don't even know. All over the place. I guess we'll start with this nice rig. Obviously, this is not a Matchbox. We'll get it out of the way. Obviously, paint is messed up. I thought this was kind of neat. I actually bought it from this random guy, this small collection, and this is the only piece that wasn't a Matchbox. It's from like the early 80s, and it's messed up. It was carded and everything. Yeah, it's just a weird old Ford truck, and I thought whatever. It was like $2, and I didn't realize the paint was so bad. And that's the tough thing buying collections too. The guy was a smoker. Clearly, that's why everything's open now. The packages were all destroyed, and some cars didn't fare so well, but we got lucky with a few here. So this is actually interesting. This is a what is this? I just remembered the name and I forgot. It's a TV show, the Muscle Car Garage or something, whatever the heck it's called, from the early 2000s. This is a Beetle that I did not have in the collection. I think I have a red one or blue one. I have a blue one. This is white one I've been after for a little while, and he had it. It's actually the reason I really bought the collection. But this one's a nice one. It's got suspension. So I'm getting there. I'm slowly getting to the point where I'm getting close to having every mainline Volkswagen and premium Volkswagen from, I'd say, 2000 and up, other than the super crazy exclusive like show pieces or whatever. See if I can actually get this car out. This is from the same sort of show as well. This one's really nice. Kind of an awkward shape casting, but I kind of like it. It's a little bit cartoony, but I do like it in this beautiful blue. You got a GTO Judge. Yeah, full premium plastic bases, but rubber tires. Actually, there's a good amount of tread on there too. Look at that. And nice looking wheels. A lot of suspension. So I love that one. That was great. Part of the same thing as well was this rig. It's a Kenworth, I believe it is, right? Kenworth. Man, that was blinding. So clumsy with my hands. So we got all the chrome on the back here. So these are obviously very delicate. This is from like 98 or 99. Absolutely fantastic wheels. I love these wheels. Just clean and simple design. My friend is actually very jealous that I have this piece because he had this when he was a kid, and he really wants it because he lost his. And there's the rig. So obviously the yellow part is plastic, but the blue part is actually all metal. So it's got a solid amount of weight. I don't know what these rigs are even going for, but I know rigs in general are not cheap pieces. Put that like that. Put that back on top. Why not? We'll actually push that back there. Yeah, we'll look at the cars at the back. This one's actually a newer piece. I didn't have this one. It is a Lancer police car based probably off something real. Maybe Swedish or something. It's their date code C. So 2010 maybe? Something like that. 11? Not bad. Let's see, we got another rig here. I don't know if I can grab without breaking it. It's kind of a no-name one. It's a Mopar. It just says tractor cab. You know, I don't really like unlicensed, but it kind of looks like there's a truck this looks like, and I can't remember the name of it, but it does kind of look like it. Maybe it's a Kenworth or something. That's all right. The white part is, of course, metal and plastic base. And we have this, which is all plastic, but you do get a metal chassis. And the back opens top like that. I always try to collect rigs as much as I can because they're pretty hard to get. And some of them aren't worth a ton, but they are hard to get. So happy to add that for sure. Next we got two Lamborghinis. They are the Diablo, I believe it's called. Does it even say? Made in Thailand, Matchbox, blah blah blah, 1994. These are from 1990. Yeah, 1994. It actually is correct. I remember seeing it on the card. I actually already unboxed these. These are weird. My favorite wheels, as I've talked about a million times. These crazy goofy paints, but you know, they were meant for kids, right? Play value. The back doesn't open on this one. So you have no interior. So what this is plastic base. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a, I guess like a flint and steel type thing where these spark. So when you're rolling it on those wheels, they spark. Kind of neat. I'm after the Ferrari. There's a Ferrari F40 in this particular series. I think they were called sparklers or something. Yeah, there's a Ferrari F40. I think there's a Ford truck. I really want that Ferrari. I'm big into Ferraris and Lamborghinis and stuff, so I'm definitely after those. I've never even heard of these until I seen it at the toy show, and I was like, whoa, what is that? There's some weird stuff that came out with in the 80s and 90s for sure. Back to the collection, we got this Coke truck with some weird setup with the wheels. Who doesn't love a good van, right? A little Chevy van here. Coke. Be refreshed. Don't really care much for Coke stuff, and I will not collect Coke stuff, but because it's Matchbox, I try to collect whatever is cheap and whatever I don't have, right? I don't really like those stamps, but it was cheap, right? Whatever. Another Volkswagen. Not really suspension, but another Volkswagen I'm stoked to add. Actually says Goodyear on those tires there. Plastic base. Came on the same card cell as this Garage, whatever TV show. This is like the Coke series, whatever. That was a pretty cool series back then. Another weird one was from 1988. I think the copyright date was on this card that I opened. It's a monster card. I don't know where the garbage went. I would show you, but it is huge. It was like 1.5 feet long. I don't know why they decided to do that, but nonetheless. These are actually color changers. I obviously won't do that today, but these are color changers from 1988, 2-pack. I didn't even know what this car was because it was sitting on its side like this. What the heck is that? Is it like a Mustang maybe or something? So they got some pretty neat color changers from back then. This is actually a Buick LE Sabre, so a casting I don't even have. From 1987 is the copyright date. I bet you there's not a lot of versions out there of this. More stock car. It's weird. It's really soft, the suspension. I mean, it's a cool looking car. It's just, I don't know how many they made of it that were more regular kind of pedestrian vehicles. They were probably all NASCAR based. And that's probably why I don't have any. Still pretty cool casting. And of course the Firebird. Everybody loves the Firebird. Ooh. So a lot of the color changers now I believe are plastic body. These are metal body, plastic base. This one's got a substantial amount of weight. I actually like this one quite a bit. It's still kind of a crazy color combo, but a little bit more stock, right? It's classic wheels. Actually, this one has a metal base as well and a metal body, so it's metal on metal. I was wrong. Plastic base on that one. Yeah, I actually quite like this. Color changes now are just a little bit cheaper, which I get. Ooh, which I get. Gosh, we got a couple more. Oh, another muscle car garage thing. Oh no, sorry, Coke. I got confused. And another GTO. I like that white top. Clean. I actually like this red paint. Details on the front. Oh, because the way the swoop is reversed. Yeah, there's that one. What else do we look at? We're going to look at that other rig there in a minute. I got a 3-pack of movie cars. I actually already have one, and we'll look at that one first because I already have it. It's the Miami Vice Ferrari Testarossa. I was hoping it was a variation. Unfortunately, it was not. It's the exact same, so this one will probably be going to a buddy of mine who doesn't have it. Does have suspension, but a very clean. See that there? Very clean and simple. Other than the crazy Miami Vice on the hood or frunk, you do have a different colored interior, which is a nice little touch. Basic looking wheels, good amount of detail, front and rear. Just a simple, nice looking car. I'm just trying to get as many Ferraris from Matchbox as I can. But if my friend doesn't take it, then I won't be mad about having another double Ferrari. We'll look at this one. This one's from the Mission Impossible Surveillance Van. This is now the second one I have in my collection for this casting, I should say. There it is in black suspension, which is nice, and I think it is a TV news truck, but I think it's based off a Mercedes or a Volkswagen. Like I said that before. Mission Impossible. And this actually goes up. I'll actually show you the box for what this came in. It's super weird. I don't know if I can get it all on camera, but I've never seen a 3-pack before, personally. And the last one was the Adam 12. This is actually the reason I bought it. I like me some police cars. I don't have this casting. So we got a Plymouth Grand Fury. This is an old casting. Metal on metal. Plymouth Grand Fury. Does it say copyright date? 1979. It's a super old casting. That's a neat looking cop car for sure. Very, very old school Matchbox, the way it looks. And this came out in the 90s, this set? Late 90s, early 2000s? Let's see. I actually still have the boxes. I usually keep these old boxes like this. When did this come out? I'm going to read it here quick. 1998. I don't know if I can get it on camera. Look at that. Isn't that weird? Gosh, what should we look at? We've got a couple more to look at. 15 minutes, that's not bad. We'll look at this Canadian tire set, which actually, you know what? I'll show you that while we're looking at boxes. So it came on this big giant thing, which isn't worth a lot, but I just haven't found it for the right price. And one came up at the right price, and I know why, because it was water damaged. Thankfully, all the cars were actually okay. If you guys don't know what Canadian Tire is, it's kind of like a department store that sells regular things, but like you can buy toiletries and whatever, and all the nonsense that you buy at a regular store, but it mostly sells car stuff. It's hard to explain. There's not really a store in the States kind of like it. But yeah, nonetheless, it hits home for me because I'm Canadian, so nice to have a Canadian Tire specific store set. So this is the Motormaster. This is a Canadian Tire brand. I think they're all the exact same car except for, yeah, there's 4 that are this Model A Ford. Not in the most desirable casting, but very stoked to have a Canadian Tire set. We have this one, and this one, and if I can get it out here, this one. They're all the exact same here, but you notice that I think it started with that one, and then it goes to that one, and then it goes down. This is the current logo for Canadian Tire. Yeah, but they're all the exact same, just slightly different logos. Pretty basic, just Canadian Tire on the side. You know what this casting looks like. And then, if I can get it out, we got a Mastercraft one here. When you look at that, I'm gonna get this thing out of here. It's stuck in there, so I didn't want to take it out. So this Mastercraft, I actually quite like this one. This one's probably my favorite. All like metal and stuff, except for the strip in the bottom, but all the rest of it's metal. It's very heavy. Just an old school Canadian Tire truck, I guess you want to call it. And this one's 75-year. Wheels a little bit wonky, but I'll deal with it. There's that one. And the last one we're actually going to look at. Oh, I lied. There's still quite a bit. I totally forgot about the stuff below me. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot. Okay, so we'll actually rip through this as quick as we can. Because I totally forgot. Okay, so we got this brake, and it's going to be hard to show. This came from 1978 or 77. Really old. I bought it from that smoker guy, and I was skeptical buying it because it wasn't freaking cheap. It was. I got a good deal. I think I got a good deal. But I don't have this one. I knew there was a couple of little scuffs on it, and that's okay. I cleaned it a little bit. I didn't clean it perfectly. I would say it's in like 95% condition. Couple little touch-ups here and there, and it's in really good shape. Like a couple of scuffs. I usually don't like to buy anything that's not like perfect, but given its age and it's really close to perfect, I'll take it. And it still needs a good clean because this thing was disgusting when I got it. I don't want to know what that guy's house looks like, but what do I know? And then you got this big trailer. Like even the decals are still there. A little bit yellowed, but like everything's all still there. This thing, it's neat. It actually is like a hydraulic thing. It's got a lot of pressure to it, so it's neat. It stays up on its own. And this whole thing is entirely made of metal. It is so heavy. I'm sure these aren't the most popular things in the world. I think I've seen quite a few of them online. I was super stoked to get it for what I thought was a good price. And this whole thing's pretty much all metal too. So this thing is huge and it is massive. It is so heavy. But I was stoked to actually add that to the collection. So we'll move a couple cars here real quick. Get some out of the way, make some space. We'll put some cool cars up on the truck here, why not? Yeah, there we go. Sure, let's go with that. Make some space. Alright, that's probably good enough for now. Yeah, that'll do. So, we will take a look at the premieres, and then we'll go into the 5-packs, because the 5-packs aren't the most interesting, but I gotta open them, right? So we have this BMW Z3 from the Premiere series. That's gonna be hard to see on camera, but in red. This is the guy that was gonna buy the whole collection off of Premiere and stuff. I bought a couple things, didn't know what else he had, and then I showed up, and I guess I'll tell you how much I was gonna pay for them. I think it was 60 cars, and then he wanted $250 Canadian. I think I should have done it, but it is what it is. I mean, it was a lot, and I couldn't quite justify it. I'm trying to save money due to some other crazy nonsense that's going on. Everybody knows what this stuff looks like. Premiere box is one of 25,000. And here we have a Z3. So no suspension. All right, good amount of interior detail. Goodyear tires. Two-seater. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I liked it a lot. That looks good. Oh man, the one I wish I would have bought off of him. Oh, he had a couple Ferraris. I mean, for good price. I don't know why I didn't scoop them. I'm kind of upset I didn't scoop at least those ones. Man, for what he was asking for them, I think he was asking like $3 US or something. It was dirt cheap. I don't know why I didn't scoop them, but whatever. It is what it is. I'll find them one day. We got this one here. This is the Wyoming Camaro Pursuit. Is this limited to the same thing? Does it say? 1998 copper date. I'm actually going to see real quick here. What other cars are in this? Missouri, North Dakota, Rhode Island, Nebraska, Wisconsin, Wyoming, Missouri. Okay. Nothing crazy. It's got elastic bands all over it. I'm going to see if I can get it off quick. I don't want to fight with it too much because I know I'll waste too much time here. It's good enough. It's old elastics destroy everything. Alright, so a little bit of a different box. And here we have the car. I'll still fight it a little bit. Later. Needs a good clean. It's a bit oily. Ooh, good amount of suspension. It doesn't roll much because it's got the elastic bands kind of still wrapped around it, but we don't have a lot of time to waste for that. Nice to see a licensed livery for a police car, though. I mean, this thing really needs a good clean. Do I have a... Hold up. I'm going to do this. Shouldn't be wasting time doing this, but I'm going to do it. Can't have a dirty car, right? There we go. That's a lot better. Look at that. So much better. Yeah. All right. Okay. Tons of crap in the way. All right. What do we got? This. I gotta get my names on some of these. I gotta take my name off of here. Mercedes GTC. Oh, fantastic casting. Box off to the side. Let's see. No suspension. That's surprising. Look at that. There's a lot going on here. Separate piece wing, I think. Oh, that's super cool. Oh man, look at that. That thing looks so good. Solid roller too. Yeah, that's really nice. We got an interesting one here. I don't have many of this gold challenge stuff. This is from 1986. I'm trying to get all of them. I think this is my third or second one. Alfa Romeo 155. kind of neat. Not really any suspension, but pretty cool paint. Just printing money for them, just make the car goals. I mean, whatever, I'm still gonna collect them. I like it. Kind of wild and crazy, but hey, it's cool. I haven't imagined having 75 of these all lined up perfectly. Do kind of wish the wheels were a little different. I really like this casting quite a bit. And we got a couple of 5-packs we're just gonna rip through. We got this one, which is the, doesn't even say. It is from 2005. So this is a little bit newer stuff here. The next ones after this 5-pack are brand new, but I'm gonna open them anyways. Bunch of cars here. Boom. Mostly bought it. Well, actually, there's quite a few good ones in here. The Jeep's good. The Land Rover's the big money one for sure. People probably want. And there we go. Okay, so no suspension. Cherokee. Another great casting, an old one too. 1986. Really, it didn't know it was that old. Cool casting though. Surprisingly light for how big it is. And always nice to add another service vehicle. What is this, a Range Rover or something? Land Rover SVX. Tons of interior detail. Kind of a neat little casting. It's kind of a bit gaudy with the giant wheels, but I don't actually mind this one. This one's kind of grown on me. Nissan Pathfinder. Quite like this one too. I got a lot of this casting now. Looks like it wants to. Oh, it does. I didn't know this opened. I thought this would have been the cheaper casting that didn't have an opening part. Oh, that's sweet. That makes it so much better. I'm even surprised it opens with the kayaks on top. There's that one, and the, what is this, Defender? Discovery. Strange color. It's not, it's orange, but like in person it's got a weird hue to it. It's a huge casting. Surprisingly one that I just don't have a lot of. Hard to get for sure. And then one that nobody really cares that much about. Boat. Won't waste time on that one. 2 more 5-packs. We're just gonna rip through these. So we're at 20 minutes. This is from Mountain 2 from 2021. Copyright date. So I'm not gonna waste my time on these. Some of these ones we're not gonna even really look at them much. Helicopter. Some weird like snow rescue thing. I believe this is a re-release of the Cherokee from like 2 years ago. So that one's okay. It's kind of neat to see a re-release of that. I mean, I guess I'll have to see if there's any difference of it. I doubt it. I think these are all re-releases. But I don't have this one, and even if it is a re-release, it's nice to get it. Usually when they do a re-release of something very old, or kind of like in the last 10 years, they do some subtle changes, which they get sneaky with. Interesting color choices, but if it is a re-release, I don't have it in the collection, so I'm happy to add it. And I don't remember if I have this one or not. I think I do, and I'll have to check if I have this and if there's a variation or not. But this is a neat Volkswagen 4x4 casting, old casting. Gosh, I think it was a Matchbox. I think it was a Target exclusive version. Don't even start on Target exclusive. Those bug me. I hate those because we don't have Target in Canada, so we get screwed over on a lot of that stuff. All right, and the last 5-pack we're gonna look at is the Road Crew 2 from 2021 as well. Not a casting I collect, but I do collect the ink livery, so this will definitely go into the collection. Kind of a neat little street sweeper. This one's kind of a whatever one, little bulldozer. I'll probably give this to my friend's kid. He likes this little stuff. Ridgeline. This one I believe is brand new for this pack. I could be wrong. I like this casting actually, it's quite nice. Underappreciated. Actually kind of nice that it got front details as well as the side, so extra tampo passes, not bad. Okay, and another INC, I believe is new, but I could be wrong. Doesn't matter, I don't have it, so have to add it to the collection. It's a Ford F-150 or something. Yeah, I quite like the INC ones. And this one, it's an unlicensed one. A Dirt Hauler, I think it is. Turf Haulers, I think they changed the name. I like this casting because I have a ton of them from the 90s, and this used to be metal. But still a solid amount of weight to it. It's kind of surprising they still have it. So I'm after all these. I don't know why. I kind of just like it. So we'll move some stuff out of the way and get a nice clean picture here of some cool stuff. So what should we look at? What should we look at here? What's neat? We got Lamborghini. Boom. We got a Lamborghini. Boom. Stock car. Boom. There you go, guys. Well, kind of a chaotic video with everything all over the place. I think the next video will be green light. I got rid of all my Hot Wheels. Yeah, I guess I can make a mini GT video. Man, I got so much stuff. Like, trying to organize all these cars. Like, I have cars just scattered everywhere. Like, I could just pick up off my floor stacks of cars. Just trying to organize them all into different categories because I keep adding them faster than I can put them away. But anyways, I could ramble on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you want to see next, or if anything you guys want to see, let me know. And yeah, stay tuned for more.